You are the creator of your reality. These words echo with an irresistible allure, don't they? It's more than a catchy phrase. It's a profound principle that lies at the heart of an extraordinary universal law, the law of vibration. Have you ever thought how the law of vibration works? How can one go about increasing the frequency of their vibration? In particular, what practical steps can you take to raise your frequency such that it vibrates at the same level as the life you dream of having? This is the topic that will be covered in today's video. The law of vibration is the most effective method there is for bringing things into your life. You've probably heard us go on and on about how vitally crucial it is to raise your frequency in order to live the life you want to live. Consciousness and vibrational frequency are inextricably linked. When one's frequency is low, they experience a corresponding reduction in their level of consciousness. When you are at a high frequency, you are in an increased state of consciousness, and your perception is heightened. Additionally, when you are in a low frequency, your perception is restricted, because your ego is restricting the flow of life force and source energy. It is also restricting the flow of intuition and love via your mind and body. The lower your vibratory frequency, the less you are able to grasp. This is because your ego is also blocking the flow of love. Because you are allowing a bigger flow of life energy through your mind and body, while holding a high vibration and radiating love that is unconditional and non-judgmental. The higher your vibrational frequency, the more you are able to comprehend. This is because you are allowing a greater connection between your mind and body. Don't pass judgment on what you see. Instead, give your ego permission to feel and express whatever it is that it needs to, whether that's anger, grief, or a sense of superiority over others. If you need to scream, yell, pound a pillow, or do whatever else you need to do, writing out your feelings could also be therapeutic, so do that if you need to do any of those things. What you're doing right now is releasing some of that stored up energy. Always seeing yourself in the life you want is the single most effective approach to put yourself in a vibrational frequency that is congruent with your aspirations for your life, which will consequently result in positive feelings being evoked within you. Because every one of us is unique, you are the only person who truly understands what it is that brings out the best in you and what makes you feel happy, which is why you should put your faith in yourself above all else. There are basically an infinite number of things that we could do to improve our vibration, but I'm going to give you some suggestions as to how you might boost your frequency. First and foremost, you need to consciously and positively alter your lifestyle, as well as your beliefs, anxieties, and judgments. Make use of your intuition regarding this topic, because it is quite possible that you already have a good idea of the kinds of things in your life that could use some adjustment in order for you to live in high frequency. Music comes in at number 2. Music is one of the most remarkable vibrational weapons that we have available, since it bypasses the ego and transcends all barriers. The ego isn't going to put up much of a fight against music's high frequency. At number 3, spend some time in close proximity to people, locations, or things that have a high frequency in and of themselves. It's possible that these are spiritual guides, friends, animals, or even crystals. Because it is in a condition of non-resistance, nature is a good example of anything that holds a very high frequency. 4. Your frequency will increase if you do something that is inspirational. Therefore, you should read novels that make you feel good about yourself. Finally, give your attention to spiritual leaders who can enlighten you and allow you to become aware of the splendor that already resides within you. 5. Get some physical activity. Not only does moving your body generate energy to flow through your body, but it also oxygenates your brain. Endorphins, which are substances that raise one's frequency, are released into the body as a result of this activity. Aromatherapy or color therapy is option number 6. In the same way that listening to music makes your brain entrain to the frequency of the sound, both aromatherapy and color therapy will induce you to entrain with the frequency of whatever component was used to create the aroma, as well as the frequency of the color that you are focusing on. The 7th tip is to keep a gratitude notebook or a positive aspects journal and write in it often. Keep a diary. The act of putting pen to paper requires effort, and this effort strengthens the vibration of whatever it is that you are focusing on. Spend some time in the water. Tip number 8. Light is the manifestation that maintains a vibration that is most similar to that of unadulterated source energy. Due to the fact that its frequency is so similar to that of pure source energy, water is only second to that. When you spend time in water, you will resonate at a frequency that is extremely close to the frequency of the source of the water. This is the reason why taking a shower or a bath feels so good, and this is also the reason why we have the perception that these activities cleanse us in some way. This is because, vibrationally speaking, they do. Finally, learn to laugh and smile. Your vibration will immediately increase in response to anything that brings a smile or a laugh out of you, whether it be something you do, think, say, see, or are surrounded by. A higher frequency results in laughing as a natural outcome of the process. It is the result of your elevated vibration causing you to release some of the wonderful energy that you have been holding onto. One more thing that should be brought to your attention is that none of the suggestions that I have shown so far are the things that are leading you to spend more time in environments that enhance your frequency. This is because nothing can impose itself on your reality. It is still your decision whether or not to assume or adopt that vibration as your own and to entrain with it when you are following the advice that I have said. For instance, when you are presenting anything like music or a scent or a person, it is those things that are vibrating at a high frequency. When you engage in the techniques that I have described, for example, when you are introducing a person, it is those things that are vibrating at a high frequency. This is always a choice. Sometimes it doesn't feel conscious that we are making that choice. But it is always a choice. Regardless of how it feels, it is always a choice. Always keep in mind that your feelings are the best indicator of the frequency and vibration that you are operating at. Also, if you want to vibrate at the frequency that fits your dreams, you need to have the feelings of a person who has already received everything that they have dreamed of. Therefore, the better you feel, the higher your vibration will be. If you are still listening, I want to thank you for sticking around to the very end because it truly is that straightforward. If you could write a comment with the phrase high frequency in it, I'll make it a point to respond to each and every one of them. I hope you enjoy your weekend.